Hey y'all, what's up? It's your girl Tammy K with Girlfriend Talk Podcast. Welcome back to another show. I got my lovely ladies with us. I'm gonna let them introduce themselves. Just Ask is out today. We got our girl Amy filling in for her. So, ladies, go ahead and introduce yourselves.
It's your girl Juju.
I'm your girl Table.
Hey, it's Amy.
AKA A Love. What's up, bruh?
Hi.
Thank you so much for filling in. Just Ask, we miss you. We'll see you next week, girl.
Yeah.
Um, so I was scrolling through Instagram and this, stories coming up or whatever, and I see Nick Cannon again. I'm so sick of him. I know it say be fruitful and multiply, but I cannot. So the lady that one of the mothers of his children that had twins is pregnant again. And I think is another lady currently pregnant too. And on the clip I seen, it said he was saying he was abstaining after the one baby died, but he abstained for like a month and a half and he couldn't take it no more or whatever. But so I think he got another baby on the way. I think it's selfish because I feel like you can't be there with the children, especially with them all being the same age, kind of close in age. So you're missing out on something. And because, like I said, I get be fruitful and multiply. But at this point, I just feel like it's pretty ridiculous. I'm going to, get y'all. What y'all think about it?
I say let the
Yeah.
man have his babies. That's the way he feel. That's him. Long as he can take care of him, he think he got the money to do it. These women sitting there allowing him to do it, knowing he's not being committed to either of them. They just want to have a celebrity baby, whatever the case may be. But if he want to leave a platform and leave that foundation down, you can't nobody stop him. Maybe that's just something that he wants to do, or he trying to be in the beginner's world of record or whatever with the most kids. That's his business. But you see the type of women that he just allowing him to lay up and constantly, let him be fruitful with. So I guess the dude got, you can call him nutty buddy from this point.
I think the lady that I just saw on the shade room, the live, I guess she was just answering questions from some of the viewers, and she was like, "It's not all about the money, but it is a blessing. If there is blessings that come with it, it's the money because you got to be either slow or I don't know." Because I'm like, I get it to each his own, but I'm just like, he has lupus too. I think they say he has lupus, kidney disease, and something else. So those are things that you can pass on to your children. So I'm like, are you thinking about yourselves, or are these women thinking about, like Nick Cannon, you just thinking about yourself? Okay. But these women, this is a meal ticket for y'all. Y'all don't care. Do y'all think about
Exactly.
the sickness
Yeah.
and stuff like that?
That's what I think. I think they're in it for the money. I think they're in it just to have, like you said, that legacy for their child. Your dad was so and so. He blessed us with this amount of money, or whatever. Because at this point, morals and values are out the window. A traditional family unit is out the window. I mean, there's no way that you can feel like. And to me, it's like you were saying that how much quality time is he really spending with each child to be in that child's life? Yes, you can spawn a million children, but are you really a father to those children? Because money doesn't father children, money doesn't raise kids. So to me, I think it's a little ridiculous. Of course, the rich people think, they can do whatever, which they can do whatever they want. But at the end of the day, I don't think he's going to be a father to all of those children. Somebody's going to miss out somewhere. Just trying to spread yourself so thin. I know I have two. There's no way. There's no way I can have any more than that, and really feel like me personally be able to be a good mother and be involved and be there. So I think, like I said, these women are selling themselves short. But money to a lot of people means more than, having a family and having that connection. And so to each their own.
Yeah.
Right.
I think they all gonna live in a mansion.
Like on a compound or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. He
Like
gonna
That's
pick each
ridiculous.
one of them. Hey, you
yeah,
know,
Yeah.
like sister
yeah,
wives
I
or
do.
something. That's
I think
crazy.
it's
Ruthless.
ridiculous. Yeah, I do. I agree with you guys. It is ridiculous. I
Yeah.
think, like you said, tradition is going to be thrown out the window. A lot of women are accepting a lot of things, from men when it comes to money, because they can't tell me had nothing to do with money.
Yeah, there's
Because
no
I
way.
mean,
Right.
you ain't gonna have no babies by no bra.
Right. You're right.
You
You're not
know,
out like you said. Yeah, you're not letting Jody have run up all these babies on you. Like, come
right?
on now. You
That
want
would be,
somebody rich that's you're gonna benefit from it, and your child's gonna, like I said, have that
Yep.
legacy, and that's all they're worried about. They want to set their child up for for life basically, and that's their meal ticket.
Yeah.
right. And I
And
see,
I don't think he no longer have lupus though. I think Dr. Sabi cured him.
Oh,
His
okay.
product, his product,
Uh,
because I believe that's what
mm,
happened. Everybody on the hush
I mean,
hush
he could
with
be
his
healthy
product.
as a horse and don't have time for the kids. Look at his career. He don't have time to, be there
yeah,
mentally or physically for his kids.
Right.
he,
I just think that the women look at him as a meal ticket. If something happened to him, he got this whole legacy and all of this left behind, and they secured, and their kids will be secured. Then they don't have to go out there and work the hard way. They just allowing it to happen because now they're using these eggs for a meal ticket. And as I stated, their dumb ass laying there letting them do it. So go ahead on plant your seed, bro.
and a lot of people saying, a lot of people saying how they don't have no drama or nothing like that. But it seemed like when one get pregnant, somebody like, okay, now I got to get pregnant again. It's like back to back to back. I ain't never seen
Yeah.
so many maternity shoot pictures with one man. It's like, I
yeah.
know if his mom is still alive, I don't know, but I know I'm like, man, dog. Mariah Carey probably like that's my baby daddy. That's about
Man,
it. Cause
every
Mhm.
last one of his baby mama got an NDA. I bet you that.
Oh yeah.
right,
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
So that's why you don't hear the mess, but it's mess.
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody be upset, yeah, because you at one photo shoot one day, then the next day you at the next photo shoot. That's how I feel like it's gonna be for the birthdays. Like, or I mean, I guess because they not together, but I just feel like you have work and you have 8, 9 children now. Ain't no way.
I mean,
Ain't no
it's
just say
people
for
way.
out there that
just
got
say
8 and 9 kids and broke.
but
Right.
then you say, for example, the lady, and bless her heart, that lost the son, that the baby mama that lost the child. He can just put her behind the whoop, forget about it, and now you don't have no kids. You thought maybe that kid, probably you was getting money from that one. Now that kid is long gone, and Nick is just that's in the air. He probably can dwell on it, but you're sitting back now and you missed out on your kids and everything that he probably promised you from having this kid.
I think she pregnant again. I think
Wow.
that's one of the ones that's. I think. I think I'm gonna look it up and see, but I think she's one of the ones that's currently pregnant. I'm like, that's wild as ever. I,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I whatever.
Yeah, but you know what? Let me say, I can't say nothing because I don't know. Maybe they need the money. Shoot, I just know that I had 2 babies and I be too sick, so I ain't doing it. Okay, how much money you get, but hey, there's people out there that really need it.
Shit, with the gas prices, what his address?
Right.
Put me in,
Exactly.
coach. Put me in.
Put me in,
Man,
coach.
Well, yeah, I think, like I said, they're going to forego something. Something's going to give. So you're going to get money, but you're not going to get the family. You're not going to get
Right.
the relationship. You're not going to have. I just don't see how you can have an emotional. I don't know. Maybe they do have an emotional connection, or they feel supported. Because they are financially supported. But to me, having a baby with somebody, that's for life. Like, you're going to be
Mhm.
connected to this person for life. And to me, to be connected to somebody and to not, like I said, have any type of family unit, or I mean, it's just odd to me. I
Yeah.
know stuff happens, divorces happen and whatever, but this is a choice. Like, they're going into it knowing that you're
Yeah.
never going to have any of that, and for the money, I mean, I guess it's worth it to them. So,
I mean, it's worth it to the parents and to the kid have to
and
be,
but the
until
kid
it
has
start
no
affecting the
choice.
kid.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Like you
Mm.
said, he ain't gonna be able to be there for all those kids like that. He just not. Unless
Right.
they all one big happy family.
On a compound somewhere where he's coming home every night and
Exactly.
sharing his time, or whatever. It's just, yeah,
Hmm.
it's not reasonable.
I
Yeah.
would love to hear like what's happening behind closed doors other than the sex, because that's basically all they doing. But I would love to see how it really goes on a
Yeah.
day-to-day basis. Because by choice, why? And some of y'all, he going back and forth. Some of y'all
Yeah.
got multiple children by him. Like, how much money do y'all really need?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know, to each his own, but it seemed like every other week he coming up on the shade room with another baby, and I'm like, I thought he said he was having a vasectomy. I guess he didn't make it to the appointment, probably because gas too high, so he ain't able to get over that.
And even with
That
the
makes sense.
celibacy thing that I read, I'm just like, with the celibacy, I'm just like, this man used his son as an excuse. You know what I'm saying? He probably had an STD or something, had
Oh,
to
God.
chill for a month and a half.
Shoot, the way he been doing it, penis might be so. Shoot,
Yeah, talk about
that thing tender. You hear me?
mm,
He said it's tender. Okay, well, long as none of y'all get pregnant by him, we cool. Next week we gonna be on here like we got a surprise, y'all. We ran into Nick and now I'm pregnant. But I'm sure it'll be another update to that. But the other big thing that they was talking about, well, I guess it's big in the celebrity world. Um, Lori Harvey and Michael B. Jordan broke up. And
Mm.
people just in the uproar about that. I guess from what we know, my sources say that they broke up because Michael wanted to get married and Lori wasn't ready to get married. Now Michael is 35 and she's 25. And I'm like, she dated P. Diddy and his son. You thought she was gonna marry you? I'm confused. And she's 25. So I'm like, I feel like at her age, I don't see nothing wrong with what she's doing. If you're not happy or this is not what you want to do, I say move on. You don't want to do something just because somebody else wants
Absolutely.
it from you. So I don't see the problem. But people, of course, is in an uproar about it. So have y'all read about it, heard about it? What's y'all thoughts on it?
yeah, I read about it. I agree with you. She's just too young. He's 10 years older than her. You know what I'm saying? So she just exploring life. He already been through it.
Yeah.
He ready to settle down. I mean, if his heart broke, that's on him. He shouldn't have been with nobody that's 10 years younger than he is.
Well,
You
it's not
know,
even,
so
I don't even think it's the age. I think it's the commitment. Did you discuss commitment? Did you go in with the intentions of, looking for a marriage? A lot of people aren't dating with the purpose of marriage. Some people are dating just to date. And I feel like that's what she was doing. She was dating. She found somebody that caught her attention. She spent some time with them. She enjoyed it. But who knows what you learned in that year? I think the average, time people date now is about 3 years before getting married. And because I think they want to, make sure that that is the commitment they want to make. And if she decided after a year she doesn't want to be committed to him in that way, I don't think there's anything wrong with that, because he could have done the same thing to her and said, you know what, this isn't going. She could have been pressuring marriage, and, it could have went either way. So, I mean, to me, it's like, it's all where the commitment was. What was the purpose of the relationship? I've even heard too that people said it was a publicity stunt.
Yeah, I heard that too.
I mean, how could
Yeah,
it be a
that it
publicity
was an
stunt? You know
arranged
who my father
publicity
is.
stunt.
That's not. I don't believe that that's what it was at all.
Well,
Because
they
she would
say,
have been with other celebrities, so I don't think it was a publicity stunt at all. I just think that she's young. You know what I'm saying? And at the
No,
age of 35, we all ready to settle down. You know
right.
what I'm saying?
I
So
think
I
they
don't.
was
I
having
think that she was
fun
too
and
young.
enjoying stuff. They was going on trips. So sometimes people get caught up in the moment till you just
yeah,
don't sit down and address
Hmm.
what the next step is. And they was having so much fun. So now he's head over heels. And I
right.
believe that Lori actually loved him, but she wants to have fun. And
Yeah.
Michael since their relationship has always been over the top. They showed on the shade room. He has always, every time he did something, even on their first year, he been over the top. Valentine's Days over the top. You never know. Now she know he's getting to that point that he might go over the top and do a proposal, and she'd want to spare him the embarrassment about saying no because she's not ready. She want to be true to herself. So a lot of people look at her as, oh, she a hoe. He don't deserve her. Most, when that's not it. It's just her and what she's ready for because she's too young for it at this point. Now he ready to settle down, have his family, his kids.
Right, because he had been through it already.
Right.
He had did everything. He had
Right.
been through it, So
She ain't ready for no baby in that body. You know what I'm saying? She's still out here in the party world.
Maybe he can get one of her aunties. I don't know.
Shit, here I am. I'm ready to settle down, bro. Michael B. Jordan, if you listening, I'm here. I'm ready, baby.
Now then y'all gonna be in the same situation Lori and him in.
No, I'm not gonna say no. No, I'm not gonna do that.
It's gonna be a yes.
It's gonna be a definitely yes. Yes.
As soon as he walked up, yes, I will, Michael.
Yes, I will marry you.
Like what?
Yeah.
But they did say that they was courting, right? I think was they courting?
He was probably courting. She was probably passing the court. I don't think she was courting. I don't think so. I think she wants to have fun. I mean, look up her mama married with Steve Harvey and stuff like that. They say her mama's bad mama jamma too. And she about her money. So I feel like, 25, you young. She might spend a block on Mike, but I'm like, you done had P. Diddy, you done had Future, you done had P. Diddy's son. She was like, I feel like I don't know about the daddy and the son, but I feel like it's okay because you're young and you dating, you exploring to see what's out there. She may not want to ever get married. So now they try to call her toxic and this and this, but this is how you're supposed to date, guys. This is how it's supposed to be.
I mean,
it's not even that.
Toxic to me is the back and forth with the, back and forth and, the empty promises, the love bombing, the, all of those things to me are toxic. What she's doing is what I think any woman would do that is not ready for a marriage, spare him, like you said, spare him the heartbreak of going through a proposal and, public embarrassment because they are celebrities and so forth, I mean, yes, my heart breaks for him. You wanted something, you didn't get it that you thought that you were going to get. We have all had heartbreaks, but I don't feel like it was a toxic situation. I don't think she was wrong for leaving. I don't think he was wrong for courting her and doing everything they did for the past year. That's a relationship that's getting to know somebody. And you're either going to grow together or you're going to grow apart. It's one way or the other. And unfortunately, this one, like you said, she probably decided that she just wants to enjoy her 20s and continue dating. There's nothing wrong with that.
No,
people don't know how to date these days. That's why they see it as an issue. And I'm like, you see it. This is not what I want for my future. I'm gonna move on to the next person. That's how it's supposed to be. Yes. That's how I feel it should. And that's why I said I don't see a problem with it. But reading the comments, I'm like, some of these people.
And that might not even be
if he dropped her. You know what I'm saying?
That might not even be the case.
What would happen? What would the topic be in? What would they have said if he was just like, I don't want to deal with you no more.
Right. Tables were turned, right?
Yeah. But I mean, we all four of us might be a little off with it, but to be honest, celebrities have a lot to think about. Just say he do want to marry her. He talking about the picket fence and the family or whatever. His career is really just jumping off. He finna do Black Panther 2. He got other movie deals, and you want to marry me, and I have to be a stay-at-home mom with kids now, and she loved the spotlight too while he's traveling and doing different films and movies. She probably considered that too, that she's not ready for that. You're not finna have me cooped up in the house babysitting while you're traveling, still focusing on your career, because her career is modeling. She loves to model as well. So she probably don't, want that as a celebrity status right now. So
Yeah, I mean,
it's a lot
somebody's
of
going to
different
have to
parts.
sacrifice. In a marriage, it's a
Yeah.
sacrifice. Somebody,
Exactly.
you sacrifice for a common goal. And if you're not ready to sacrifice, then I agree, you shouldn't get married. I don't think there's anything toxic about, from what I've read and what I've seen. Obviously, I don't know, like we said, behind the scenes, but to me, I don't think she's toxic. I don't think the relationship was toxic. I think it's just the point of two people going their separate ways. And
Mhm.
he wanted something she didn't. And
Right.
it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Michael, if you're watching, come on the show and clear it up. Clear it up so we can know.
We love
Yeah.
to have you. We love to have you.
Yeah. So, so I'm sure it'll be more things coming out. The Shade Room, that's my source. And so once we get some more information, we'll circle back around and talk about it. We're gonna go ahead and kick it to table with When Do You?
Let's see here. Now it is summer, and I'm gonna use myself, as example, because I am, the fat friend, and I'm not talking about FAT, I'm talking about pretty hot and tempting friend.
Come on now. Come on.
So when do you tell your friend when for the summer that she cannot wear the same outfit that you wear? With that being said, everybody body type is different. If I'm that type of friend and Juju go out there with a two-piece on, but damn well my body ain't a two-piece material, are you gonna be that friend and let me walk beside you? Or you gonna tell me, friend, no, that's not for you. Go take. How do you tell what do you do when this situation approaches you? Or you just let your friend look stupid? I mean, because I know some friends that won't tell their friends that. I'm just saying.
Dang, I mean, I
It's
just
hot
don't
girl
want all
summer.
hot
Some people need to
confidence
hear
because
this.
y'all already know I'm gonna let y'all know.
Tell
Okay.
you thick though. You thick, 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 thick though.
Girl, but a lot of people don't need to see this juice, baby. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I
Man,
always
I
try
mean
to
that
encourage
can
my
actually
friends.
ruin your friend confidence, but
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
I mean, but y'all know me. I'm just gonna have to say,
But
did you
there's a
think
way
about
to
a
put
cover
it.
up?
It's a
Yeah.
way
A
to
little
put it.
cover up, something to wear over it, because I want to be the one that call you Respucia
Now, come on
during
now.
the argument.
I think it's all in the delivery. I think there's a way to kindly, like I said, me personally, I always try to find the feature that is their most flattering and say, hey, you know what? Like that dress doesn't really bring out, like your breasts. Like you've got great breasts. Find something with a low cut cleavage that maybe covers your midriff or whatever, emphasize, your best parts, your best assets. If you got a big booty, whatever, then wear something that's gonna, accentuate that. But maybe if you've got a tummy or whatever, let's cover up the tummy but accentuate the booty. I always try to encourage my friends, and just wear, of course you want to be comfortable, and I always tell them, wear what you're comfortable in. If you're a body type and you want to wear two-piece, if you say you're pretty hot and tempting and you want to wear a two-piece and you want to give all the juice, then I say go for it. But my thing is, I'm going to always give you my honest opinion, and I'm going to say, hey, you know what, I think you'd look really good in this. Like, I
And we
think
couldn't be friends because I'm gonna hurt your
Yeah,
folks
because
feeling.
she's too
If you look
straightforward.
nasty, I'm gonna say, now, girl, you know damn well you should have put this on.
That's her.
really.
Yes, I
Yes,
will. Yes, I will,
yes.
because I would rather hurt your feeling than going out there and 20 people
Let
looking at
somebody
you
else
knowing
hurt you.
doggone well that you look a mess. I mean, and then the thing is, let me tell you, I'm gonna put it this way. I'm not being rude. Because the day that you become my friend is the day that we can be 100% honest
Yeah.
with each other. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. And I'm not a sugarcoating type of person. So
Yeah.
don't sit here and tell me, hey, girl, you got nice breasts, but then you don't tell me about the two breasts that I in the back of me. No, you're going to tell me, no, girl, that's not you. You know what I'm saying? Before we step out the room, don't come in here giving me no Martin Luther King speech. Go ahead and tell me that I look bad. And I would take that from you, then everybody watching down the street doing pictures and sending them memes and everything, and then your friends scared to tell you the truth. So no,
No.
I'm not. Yeah, that's how I
Yeah,
am.
Tay like a kid, man. She'll tell you,
Well,
you know,
I'm not gonna let.
you know,
I'm
if your
obviously like.
breath stinks, she gonna be like, here's some gum.
Exactly. Yeah.
But you know what? Those are the kind of friends I like anyway. You don't have to really sugarcoat with me. I don't really get offended easily.
Yeah.
And it do depends on your approach too. But because I know all my friends, I just know that I'd rather hear from them than some stranger off the street. But I just know them, and I know Tay. You know, I know their character. So it's just like,
Right. It's not gonna hurt your
you know,
feelings.
it's not gonna hurt me. I'm gonna be like, girl, shut up. I'm wearing this anyway.
Yeah.
Or, you know, give me
Right.
a
Yeah,
piece of
and
gum.
then
You
and
know,
then at that point, if the video gets leaked or the pictures get leaked and you looked a fool, your friend's gonna say, "I told you," but you decided to wear it anyway. So it's on you
No,
at
but
that
Amy,
point.
you did tell me.
true.
You sugarcoated, told me I got some pretty breasts. Now I'm sitting here walking with 4 breasts instead of 2.
Okay,
Okay.
got
So
all these
this
nipples
is
everywhere but in your cheeks.
yeah,
Right.
yeah. Y'all are
See,
funny.
I'm just now. I was the friend that just be like, oh, okay. Now I'm gonna tell you, but I'm learning to have a soft approach. But I know I can say whatever to Tay. I know I can say whatever to Judy. You like she said, you have to know their character. Me and my friends was
Yeah.
just talking about this. Like I don't like confrontation, so I always think something's going to be a confrontation. Confrontation. So I always be the one to try to sugarcoat stuff. Now I'm not doing that no more. If it don't look good, it don't look good. Let's see what we can do to figure it out or fix it and move on and go. Be outside or whatever you have on. That don't look right. What about this? Or do you have something else? It's all about the approach. You don't have to be mean or rude. You have to watch
Yeah.
people because they'll try to use honesty to be rude and stuff
Right.
like that. But if
Yeah.
you have a friend, you should know your friend, and you know your friend is not trying to hurt your feelings and stuff like that. So now I'm saying how I feel,
Right.
regardless.
But
And
even, I mean, to me personally, like I said, I've had a lot of confidence issues personally. So it would take my friend, it's going to be the delivery. Like, don't come at me and just be like, oh, you look fat, knowing that I've always felt fat or overweight. Maybe, so I'm not saying sugarcoat it, but maybe the delivery could be,
Yeah.
I don't know. To me, you just got to know your friend and what their mental state
Right.
is and what they can
yeah,
handle. Like I said, if you're some strong girl and you got all the confidence in the world and you don't give a damn, you know what your body type is and you know your insecurities, and your friend comes and says, "Nuh-uh, we're not doing that. You look this, you look that," then and she can handle it, then that's fine. But to me, I'm not gonna break my friend down if she's already feeling a little
Right.
self-conscious. I'm just gonna be like, you know what? Why don't you wear this one, or this color looks better on you, and just give an alternative. I'm just not.
You a good
So
friend.
that's what I said. I mean,
Nice.
you
You
got
just nice,
But
girl.
he ain't through with me yet.
Nice.
Y'all forgive me, and I'm not putting nobody down. I know you absolutely right, but he ain't through with me yet. Cause I'm like, if you got that self-confidence going on and you have your insecurity going on, your ass knew that before you went up there and paid for that shit.
right.
That
You
and
you knew
witnessed
what
that
was gonna
here
show
a few
your
times, huh, Tay?
you knew it was gonna show your lowest self-esteem spots. You knew this.
But we always buy it with the intention of, we're gonna fit in this and we're gonna look good, right? Like, I'm gonna detox this week or whatever. You buy it with the intention of, you know what I mean? We always buy stuff with the best intention, I think. Like,
Yeah, but if your
Yeah.
intention is to continue to eat, don't put that on.
exactly. Like, you buy it and you say, I'm gonna detox for 2 weeks, I'm gonna lose 20 pounds or whatever before my trip, and I'm gonna wear this outfit or whatever, then and you don't meet that goal, then yeah. But I think the intentions are always there. But
Yeah.
I
You
think
You know,
right.
one time I hurt somebody's feelings. You know, it was somebody, they was really small at one point in time. I seen them years later, and I was like, man, did you eat your parents?
dang,
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
Judy.
yes, yes. And
Well,
she
you know
still
what?
bring it up to this
The
day. She
helper
still
was
bring
rude
it
to
up
me
to this
one
day.
time.
But I was just playing, you know, I was playing but serious because I didn't know, well, what else was I supposed to say? Nothing. But she did get big, you know. But you know, I had to have someone come and tell me and be like, man, you know, you probably not want to say that to people, you know. So now I just
you think?
Somebody
don't
should have been
even-
there with
You
me.
know, I did not think at that time, I jokingly and everything, you just feel like you could say that, but I guess at that
You
time,
asked them did they eat their mama or daddy? So you
Right.
didn't think
Like
you didn't think
where is that okay? When
I'm
is
sorry.
that
I
okay?
was sorry though. I was
She took
sorry.
me out one time, you guys. This is no lie. She took me out one time and I'm at her house. And we went out and I had the horrible ass wig on. She still got the picture to this day, her dirty self. But anyway, we sat down and started ordering food and she said, where did you get that ugly wig from? I hadn't even wore that wig no more.
I mean, it
And
was
when I looked at the
still,
picture, I'm like, it
and
was ugly.
it was everything, and I'm trying to figure out how I could tell her, and I'm just looking,
She just
you
came out with it. Where you get that
and
ugly wig
I was
from?
just like, okay, I'm about to drink, and I kept going and going, and I was like, where you get that ugly wig?
send us the picture so we can see. Send us
Yeah, I
the
need
Oh,
to
picture
see
so
the
we can
wig.
Yeah,
see.
I could have see if the producer could flash it, but I mean the wig was stiff. It looked like it was gonna get up and walk away. I couldn't
baby.
deal with it. I
She
could not deal with it.
It
Did
was
you take
ugly. I went back and
did
looked
you
at it. I
take
said,
it
yeah,
off right then and now, or you just left it on?
babe,
Nah,
I
she
think
left it on, but
I left it
she
on
would
until I
have
got
did better
home.
taking it off.
Oh
I
my
mm,
god.
I'm not a weird person. But okay, so we know we tell each other what needs to be taught. That's good. That's a good character to have when your friends and stuff like that. So we're gonna hop into today's topic. Dun, 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 dun. Love languages. I'm not gonna
Ooh.
say food today because I'm trying to get my life together. So I'm not gonna say food, but I'm gonna mention food. You gotta know how to cook. You gotta know how to cook. But I would say my main one will be words of affirmation. I love, you know, for a person, I don't want you don't have to put me up on no pedestal or anything like that, but just tell me that I'm appreciated and stuff like that. I love that. And physical touch. I like to be touched. Touch on me. Okay. Feel me. Hugging and kissing and or holding hands, something like that. I think holding hands I love holding hands if we're driving, or if just put your hand on my knee. If you're driving and I'm in the passenger seat, I love that. Those would be my top two. What about y'all?
I'm gonna have to go with physical touch, and it don't even have to be the hand.
Girl, you
Mm.
nasty. You nasty.
I do. I'm a more physical person. Like like an example, like my husband. He went out to Vegas, and I don't like sleeping by myself. So I was just like, I'll be like, I either call my daughter in there because I gotta feel somebody, because touch to me is very important. You just it's just like it makes me feel comfortable, like I have a comfort. And like I call my sister, and she do not like to be touched, but I have to like feel someone, next to me, whether our legs touch or arms touch. But I'm just like, I love touch, you know what I'm saying, like just that feeling. But when it comes to like, it could go overboard, I think, because I just like bodies, and as far as like
You
Body
said
to
little body.
body.
yes, body to body, you know what I'm saying? So you don't have to just, my husband, he don't have to come up and, touch me and stuff like that. Like as long as we in the bed, I can feel all that on me. You know what I'm saying? Because that makes me melt. So I just like I just love physical touch. I mean, I think that's very important. Like it's very important to me. I
Yeah.
could work with everything else, but if you are not a touchy person, I just don't want to be, bothered with you. I don't want to be with you. You have to be able to touch me. And I ain't talking about, always like, okay, because there's men out there and that will be like, okay, well, touching my breast and touching my butt. And I'm just like, well, that's not what I mean. I need that physical, like that touch, that heat, not the you know.
Yeah.
So.
We know
Boy,
the nasty touch. We know.
Oh
I
yeah.
need all of that. I need
Oh,
all
yeah,
of that.
I love that.
All of that.
How
all
are
that,
how
all that.
are you a hugger? Like, do you do that with friends and family too? Are
Yes.
you a hugger by
Yes, I am.
nature?
I'm
Yeah.
definitely a hugger with all my friends and stuff like that, or I
Yeah.
give them a kiss on their jaw and
Hmm.
stuff like that because I just love just hugging. Now
So
my
you want
husband,
them, that's
hmm,
their love language too. When they're around you, they have to be able
No,
to
because I
accept
push her
that.
ass off me. No. No.
she do. She don't. She's not a touchy person, but
Yeah.
I don't care. I go up to her anyway and just give her a hug, you know. And
You're
that's
hugging and
just how I
kissing and
am.
touching, you don't care.
No, I don't. I don't.
Yeah.
I just love touch. I love hugging. My husband, he used to have a problem with that because my whole family they love
Uh-uh.
hugs, you know. So I'll just be walking up to someone or, you know, he'll be like, "You really know that person?" I'll be like, "Yeah, I seen them like 2 days ago." You don't know them, but I'm just like, "Oh, hey girl," you know.
Mhm.
I'm just a hugger, and he was just not. He's used to it now, but at first he was just like, no,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm.
Physical
Amy,
touch.
what about you?
Mine is definitely acts of service, primary. I would rather somebody do something for me without me having to ask. I
Right.
definitely, somebody that, and I'm like that because I always say consistency to me is key. Be consistent with your actions, make your actions match your words. So for me, acts of service speaks volumes. I would much rather, like I said, if I'm in a romantic relationship, I want somebody to, just unload the groceries for me without me having to call you down and ask you to come unload the groceries, or, see that the trash is full, take the trash out, do something for me that, and like I said, it's not acts of service sexually all the time. Those are great too. But for me in the day to day, it's acts of service. Just, make your words match your actions and I will be great. I'm easy to get along with. I like physical touch would probably be my second because I am a hand holder. I'm a big hugger. I hug too, Judy. I'm like that with my friends, my family. My grandmother was that way. So I think I just come by it naturally. And my grandmother used to kiss everybody on the mouth. Like it was the weirdest thing. Like my grandmother would meet you and she would want to kiss you on the mouth. I'm like, we can't do that. Like, no, but she was, what do you do? Like, I mean, that was her thing. And I'm just like, okay, whatever, but I'm like, this is my grandma. She's going to kiss you on the mouth.
Oh
But
Lord, no.
that was her thing. I'm just like, it's so weird now, but that was her thing. But I'm not a mouth kisser, but I am definitely a hugger. I like to hold hands. I like to cuddle. But at the same time, my primary love language would definitely be acts of service. I like that. And I'm a giver too. I definitely know I'm like you, Judy. Your primary was, physical touch. You're a hugger. You express that. I'm the same way with acts of service. I'm always, what can I do for you? You want me to buy you lunch? Can I take something from you? Can I do this for you? That's just me. I'm a giver and I like to get that in return as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Hey,
yes,
boo.
that was also my biggest one, Amy. Act of service. Act of
Mm,
service very big with me to the fact that I do so much for act of service
mm-hmm.
I get taken advantage of sometimes when I do
Yep.
my act of service. Um, my other one is words of affirmation. I love when someone, just give me a good compliment because sometimes it gives me, that security. Like everything I'm doing is not wrong. Is that I'm at least doing something good. It gives me the motivation that I need.
Mm. Yeah.
Um, so I'm always, looking for kind words to say or even receiving. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? The other one is gifts.
Mm.
I love when someone say, "Hey, I thought of you today," and this and that or whatever. Judy and Steve big on that. Every time they go, they can go home to Chicago when they come back, and I'm like, wow, y'all all the way in another state, and y'all thought about me. I just think that's, so much. It can be something that I'm, and that just, makes me feel a type of way because there's somebody is thinking of me when I'm thinking nobody should be thinking of me. You know what I'm saying? So those are my physical touch. I can go without. I do if I'm with someone, my significant other. Yes, I want them to touch all over me because I touch all over them. But I'm not a touchy person. You know, I'm like, get back.
She always trying
I
to
go to
find
joking. I'm like,
somebody
you know what? That's gay. And the reason my mama told me the reason why I don't like that from relatives and friends or whatever like that in that kind of scenario is because I'm an emotional person. She thinking if someone grab and hold me, I might break down crying, and then I have felt like that sometimes. So that's why I'm so distant when someone want to give me a hug. I'm like, get back. I don't need no hug. So
it's gonna
that just
break you
me.
open, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a thug. I don't need to be cracked open. Leave me alone.
Come on
But
now.
one thing I can say is that I'm not big on kissing. Tongue kissing. I'm not that big on that. It's a lot of people that are. So when you think about physical touch, people think, oh, okay, well, I like, let's kiss. And I'm not big on that. I've never been big on that. And it's mainly because of health class. I guess it's just like, yeah, I had a health class and it's just like stuck in my head where,
The cooties.
yeah, or my dad wasn't like, he was very like, don't kiss my baby on the mouth, so, or, even when I was little, and how like some babies and stuff, like my mom used to tell me that my dad used to be like, don't kiss my baby in the mouth, so it's just like my mom, and then she'll say, don't let everybody kiss you in your mouth. Don't kiss my daughter in her mouth, or something like that, or on the mouth. So it's just like, and that's like, it just plays in my head. And then to top it off, to know, like you in freshman year, and they sitting up there and they telling us in our health class about herpes and all this other type of stuff, and I'm like, no,
don't want no part.
I'm just not with that. That scared me a little bit, but I'm just not big on just that. So.
Boy, you like this fire, boy. I had that tongue all in this throat. Dude, I ain't like that class no way. Oh, sit up there. You getting a tongue kiss. You thinking about something you learned in school, man? You gone with that.
I think tongue kissing sets the mood. I love kissing. I think it's so intimate. I don't know. I love it.
Yeah,
And these
and I
little,
definitely don't like the ones that have all
the
the slob
wet,
on the
the wet.
face.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't. Yeah,
I can't. It's just, I've never been really big on that.
I like it in like a sexual
Me
way, like
too.
when I'm being intimate. I'm not going to
Yes.
be putting my tongue down your throat or you putting down mine, and when we're in public, we can hold
Yeah.
hands. You can be up on me, show me you embrace me. But I'm like you. I'm not a tongue kisser just to be tongue kissing. Like
Right.
if we're being intimate, or
Yes.
it's going to lead to something, then yes, I love it. Otherwise, a good kiss on the cheek or the forehead to me means a lot from a man. Just kiss me on the forehead and send me on my way, smack me on the butt, and I'm
No.
good. Like
Man.
See?
Kiss my shoulders. I'm all
Yeah,
go.
don't kiss on my forehead. You done messed up my foundation. Yeah, leave tongue on my head.
But I can't, like, I don't like kisses on my neck because it tickles. I cannot do that. My neck is so sensitive. That's a sensitive part to touch. But if you kiss my shoulders, I think that's just so sexy.
yeah.
So I'm about ready to just take it to the next level.
Okay,
and
okay.
I think when we're in relationships or dating people, people have to understand they have to love you in your love language, or it's
Yeah.
not gonna work. So you have to be upfront about the things that you like, the things that you want to happen, because somebody will be giving you gifts and you want a physical touch. You don't bought
Yeah.
me a purse or you did this. I just wanted to cuddle and spend time with you. And then
Right.
there's a disconnect. A lot of people
Yeah.
don't get that. And you like, Well, I bought you this. Well, I gave you words of affirmation. I just wanted you to touch me.
Yeah.
Right.
I just wanted quality time. And so
That's,
that
yeah.
I think that is very important.
You
Yeah,
got to
And
know
quality
what
time is
turns your
too.
partners on. You
Yeah.
know,
right,
your significant other on, and once you learn what turns them on, you know, you can use that to your, you know, advantage. So, you know, a lot of people do give gifts just to be
Yep.
absent, and I'm
yeah,
not talking about that kind of gifts.
Mhm.
yeah,
Sometimes, and that's even in, you know, fatherhood, you know, they give the kids gifts saying, hey, provide for my kid, I provide for this or that, but you know, you didn't show them the words of, you know, one of their love language is, which is, you know, being there fiscally for them,
the
Yeah,
you
quality
know,
Right.
time.
act of
Yeah,
service. You paid your way through their relationship. Now you
yeah.
wonder, now when they get older, where's their emotional connection? So
And
it's a
they
lot of
call
stuff you got. Right.
yeah,
yeah, they calling you for, can you buy me this? Can you do that? Because that's
Right.
what they grew up on. Now you
And that's what
yeah,
they
old and
know.
trying to
yeah,
love on them, and they like,
Yep.
nah, cool, but go and get me this. Oh yeah, I
Right.
definitely know about that.
yeah.
Absolutely,
That's
I
true.
do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yes.
that
and
is.
you try to explain it, but people with the simple minded, you don't get. You trying to lay it. It's
Don't
flat out.
understand it.
I'm telling you, I don't like that. I,
Right.
I don't like that. But you're
Right.
Mhm.
still going to continue to do it. So therefore, I'm not happy, and you're not happy that I'm not happy. But I told you why I'm not happy. It's
Yeah.
just
Right.
the communication, and you made a great point when you mentioned fathers or mothers.
Right.
You'll pay your way through something, and they want time.
Yeah,
Yes.
That's
And
a
when they
big,
get old, it's too
big
late for
thing.
time, because now
Yeah,
they conditioned to accept what you always gave them. So
yeah,
Yeah.
now they're
yeah,
looking at that as act of service or physical, you know, when it's just money, it's gifts. And now
hmm,
as they get older, you want that, you know, physical time with them or whatever, and you can't get it. And now you like, my child don't like me. I deal with that now, but you know, it's not that. It's the fact that you have always loved them materialistic. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
yeah.
And
I agree.
quality time is big with me too. Quality time is definitely big. You know, I
Yeah.
think that works in any, that should be important in any relationship, you know.
right.
I
So
think we,
Because you
I
can't get to
think
know each other
all,
without it.
right.
yeah, but
Yeah.
don't be
And
playing
I was
no
going to say, I think
games.
they
If you
all
playing a
play a
game and me
role.
sitting next to you is not
Yeah.
quality time, you
As
know.
that
Yeah.
absolutely.
I need communication. I need talk. I
Right.
need, you know what I'm saying? I need more than that just to
Mhm.
be next to you and not doing anything, you know.
Yeah.
So
And now that I think about it, I'm like, the act, the touch, the cuddling. I try to cuddle with my baby all the time. And he be like, "No, I ain't going." But I like to, even if we sitting on, he 11, so he ain't for it no more. But
Mhm.
I be like, I just want to sit on the couch and watch TV, watch a movie with you, and you up under my arm or something like that, and just laying on me. Like when I have to wait until he wants to, because he'll come and just sit on my lap or sit on my side and lay his big butt on me, and then lay there and watch the movie. And I be like, but I'm like, yeah, I really enjoy that, of course, not in any way, but yeah, I had to think about that. Like, yeah, I'm a cuddler. I like to cuddle.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like I
I
said, I
love
think we
gifts
all
too,
play
just
a
in case
role.
somebody watching. I like gifts too. And
Yeah.
I think
Just in case somebody.
my love language is affirmations, because I always try to be a positive person. I always try to motivate people. If anybody going through something or something, I always try to, and I'm a giver, but I just don't say nothing. I'll just do it. And I don't want no accolades. I don't want anything. I just do it. And I
Right.
get it now. It's like you want some of that stuff in return. You want that in return as well.
Mhm.
So,
Right.
Yeah.
What you were
yeah.
saying, Miss Amy?
I was just saying, I think, you have a primary love language, and then you obviously, like I said, other ones they play a role in your relationships no matter what, whether it be a romantic relationship, a family or friendship or
Mhm.
whatever. But I think in different instances, your primary love language may be something else, or, whatever. But I think we all can agree that, yeah, we all need all of them. That's probably why
Yeah.
they're all recognized and talked about so much, is because everybody needs all of them. It's just, what is your primary? Learn your
Mhm.
partner's primary, so then you can communicate, like you said, don't buy me gifts when I just really want you to watch a movie with me, or, I really just want you to take out the trash. I don't care you buy me a Birkin bag or whatever. That doesn't mean shit to me. I want, I'd rather you do the dishes. Like
Yeah.
it's easy. So yeah, I think, like I said, just
But I think gifts,
learn the primary as a foundation, and then everything else.
and that's the other thing I think we get tied up on when we hear gifts. We hear money. You can provide gifts in so many ways without spending a dime.
Absolutely. Pick me a flower. Pick me a flower on your way home. You saw it in the garden. Pick me a flower. Something like that. Yeah, absolutely. Gifts don't have to be high quality or monetary. It's the small things. A homemade card, a little poem or something, to me would be, great.
And I think as we get, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was saying as we get older, I think the primary love language change. And the only reason why, and I was thinking about this, like as far as like my son, when he was young, I used to like to cuddle and hold him and, kiss on him and everything. And as he got older, you could just see him straying away from it. So I'm just trying to adjust and trying to find his love language. And, I guess it became gifts, with him.
That's my kid.
Yeah, it became gifts with him. But then as he got older, I was sitting down one day and I'm just like, I touched his shoulder and it really hurt him. It really hurt him because I'm thinking he still like gifts, and he don't want me to show him the affection and the physical touch. And he just looked like I was just going crazy, but he changed and he wanted the love language of physical touch.
Yeah.
And I was just like, wow, so I had to just like adjust to that, so now it's just like, okay, I could come up to my son, I could give him a hug, I could give him a kiss, I could say, hey baby, and give him, what I've always wanted to give him. I just kind of like strayed away. But yeah, you just have to learn, and because the primaries do change as you get older. Right. And I didn't really know that until it actually hurt. I can actually see the tears in his eyes because I stopped giving him that physical touch. And
he probably didn't notice it until you touched him. He probably didn't even notice it.
Yep.
It was missing until that touch happened. So that was a good thing. Our kids, they grow, and certain things they grow out of. And we don't know until sometimes, we just do. And then sometimes they'll break down. My son is a mama's boy. He always love that quality time with his mama. He can stay in the house with me all day. He don't care. Don't go outside or nothing. But that's one of the things I'm struggling with, because I don't know his love language, because he has a nonchalant attitude. It is what it is, but I find himself cleaning to me. He always under me, or he always follow me. If I'm watching TV in my room and he don't hear from me, he'll lay in my bed and watch a movie with me, and he'll go back to his room and don't say anything. And I'm like, what just happened?
So it may just be quality time. He just wants to be in your presence and just spend time with you, doing whatever you're doing. Apparently, if you watching movies, he's watching movies too.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm about to get off here and go try to cuddle with each of my kids and see. Like, cuddle? You want to cuddle?
Listen, mine are polar opposites. My oldest, when she was a baby, she would cry and scream until I'd put her in the crib and leave her alone. Right? If you try to cuddle her and hold her, she's like fighting, and I'm just like, damn, this kid's bad. But no, she just wanted to be left alone. And she's 22 now, and she's, to this day, she wants to be in my presence. She wants to have quality time. She's more of a quality time type person, but she's definitely not a physical touch, like just not. But my little one, she wants to be up under me, hugging. She's a huggy. She's a toucher. Like, she's always trying to touch her sister, and her sister's like, stop touching me. And, but the little one is total opposite. Hers is definitely physical touch. So it's funny, but
she is. I had on my little bikini. We was outside. I was on the pool, and she just walked up to me and she just touching on my stomach. And I'm like, man, it is kind of cool out here. And your hands are kind of warm. I like that. Come on, keep going, Addie.
She is, and she's like that with everybody. Like she meets you and she's gonna hug you and touch you and pet your hair, and she's
Yeah,
just
she
that.
is.
That's the type of kid she is. She's very like
I wonder if we
affectionate.
need a therapist and it said, now just ask need to be on here because I'm sitting here thinking and I'm like, you know what? Us women is pretty unique because I noticed we got on the 5 love language and all our love language is about our kid. We ain't thinking about these damn men no more. We just want them for sex. We done got off the man. I'm sorry, gentlemen. Yes, we have been neglecting you and wondering why y'all the fucking problem, but we've been the problem the whole time. I am so sorry. If you watching this, have you noticed we got on our kids and ain't showing the men no love?
Oh,
So
okay, I
yeah,
got one for you.
yeah,
I got one for
okay.
you. I got one for you.
I'm
Now,
sorry.
you think hugs tell a lot of things about people?
Yeah,
Um,
I do because let me tell you something. If I really like somebody and I hug him or whatever and I'm feeling some type of way, he gonna feel my breasts going up and down on his chest. Yes, like that. Now, if I give you one of them little bro hugs, tap you and go on by my business, it's different. But if I get you and hold on to you, you feel my nipple and my heartbeat, it's different. So the hug tells a story. The hug tells a
I
story.
think so because I mean, when you hug somebody, you can tell if they mad or they just they don't like you because sometimes you get that one hand hug like
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay, yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
I think
But
it
I ain't
does.
mad. I hug like that all the time because I don't like touch. But I'm just saying, from how they've been hugging you into now when they hug you, when it change, the hugs change. So you can
Yeah.
tell. I mean, you can feel people connection when they walk in a room. You can tell when something wrong because
Yeah.
you know that person or whatever. So yeah, when the hug's different, it tells a different story.
All right.
I'm a hugger. Like I like to be hugged. Hug me from behind if it's a
Girl, you
man.
ain't finna hug nobody you pissed off with. You is not finna give that person you pissed off with the same hug. I know I like you. You been on here being good and genuine, but you ain't finna tell me you got a good girl attitude. If you pissed at somebody, you know damn well you not
No,
finna
you're right.
hug her.
No, yeah. If I'm mad, like listen, my words are gonna cut you if I'm mad. Like
Okay,
I'm not.
that's exactly.
I'm not gonna touch you. I'm gonna hurt your feelings more or less. So, like I said, I don't have to not hug you for you to know I'm mad at you. But you're right. My hug is gonna be different if I'm mad at you. But you're gonna know I'm mad because I don't hold it in. I'm gonna let you
right.
know.
That's my girl. Gonna be honest.
Don't be expecting a hug because you're not gonna get one, and I'm gonna tell you you're not gonna
Amy
get
hug gonna be like this.
Right.
Okay, well, we gonna hug it out and go ahead and close up the show.
Yes.
It was a wonderful show, Amy. Thank you so much for joining us again. We love having you. Come back anytime. You're more than welcome. Hey, love, I'm sorry.
Oh.
Hey, love. Go ahead and follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Girlfriend Talk Podcast. You can also check us out on YouTube at Girlfriend Talk Podcast. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell your grandmas, your aunties, and your uncles. Check us out. We'll be back next week with another show. We out.
Peace.
Check out my pic, I'm flying this bitch. Check out my whip, which start the shit. Watch all my clips, you need to like, share, subscribe to this. Who is this chick? Damn, she thick. She rolling her hips, she playing this shit. Twerk it, watch it dip. You need to like, share, subscribe to this. Check out my pic, I'm flying this bitch. Check out my whip.